Hey guys, it's Kevin from Earth 2 Mastery. I've got an exciting video recapping the live stream from all of the Earth 2 devs today, and I want to go over a few of the FAQs and their responses to them with you. First things first, I've got a 5% discount code down in the description. If you use that code, like the video, and then leave your code below, I will pick codes for tomorrow to purchase my land with from those that are left behind. I have 3 people today. I had extra money to put into land today, so I picked 3 people and made purchases with your codes. I'll announce who all of those are at the end of the video. I will also tell you where I bought all of my land today, why I bought it, and maybe you'll be interested in some of it too. Okay, so they had their live stream today. A lot of people were saying that it was a scam, that Earth 2 was just a conspiracy to grab people's money, that they weren't letting people withdraw money, that people weren't involved, that were actually developers that had a plan for the future. And so they wanted to come out and just let you see that they were real people, answer a few questions. We still didn't get a lot of the plan. However, what we did get is interesting for sure. They did say that eventually they hope to be a Ready Player One type or Matrix type platform, which I think is what we're all here for, but that isn't their focus right this minute. So let's go over what that is. We did see Shane Dylan Seo, however you pronounce his name, who was the co-founding member of Oculus, and also Wolfgang, that the famous gaming developer. And they have been saying that they got a year's worth of growth in 2 weeks. And so that's why we've seen a lot of growing pains so quickly. They were hoping that they would release it and it would just trickle in new members and they would be able to grow with the platform. And they got kind of jumped into the fire with that one because it went viral. And now they've had a ton of growth, what they expected in a year over the course of 2 weeks. So, long term, that's good for us. Short term, obviously, there's been some growing pains, hard to log in, hard to get withdrawals made, stuff like that. Right now, one of the other videos that I did was talking about how you should size your property purchases appropriately for sales at a future date. And, it looks like I was right about that because they said they're not going to plan in the near future on letting you join or subdivide your parcels. So once you purchase your land, it's stuck together, possibly forever. We really don't know. I think the way they were talking, there might be some issues with the blockchain on that one, and being able to subdivide it later might be a problem. So make sure that you're buying. Something that I made a mistake on early is I was buying parcels that were too big, parcels that were weird shapes. I've changed my outlook. I try to buy smaller parcels in more expensive places. When I buy in cheaper places, I'm still buying larger parcels just because sitting there and clicking one tile at a time or 2 or 4 tiles at a time is mind-numbing. So I do still buy some large portions there, but I try to make them better shapes than I used to because I was buying shapes that were based on building shapes or when I bought some Knott's Berry Farm tiles, I bought the ride shapes, and I kind of wish I had bought more convenient shapes to build on or use on the game in the future, but we all learn as we go. One of the reasons I talk about not buying based on building shapes is because they did say that all man-made things will be wiped. That includes roads, that includes buildings. They keep saying that it's because they want Earth 2 to be made by the users, but the reality is we know they just don't necessarily have the rights to the properties, and they don't want to pay developers to build them. So, it would be a terribly difficult task for them to hire enough people and spend enough money and time to rebuild everything on Earth. I mean, basically impossible. They said if you're looking at the maps, you're looking at the map and you're looking to buy property, the map view is kind of just a reference point there if you actually want to see what's there so that you are buying something that correlates to some place in real life. Use the satellite view. They said err on the satellite view. They said VR is a focus, but not the entire focus right now. Now, they did say that they want to be prepared to grow with the VR platforms so that they can be a Ready Player One or Matrix type game, which is what I'm really looking forward to. I kind of wish that they were just going full on into VR right away and people will just have to buy VR headsets to play it. They're saying that they don't want people to be required to buy VR headsets to play it. They want them to be able to play on their phone. They want them to be able to play online on their PC. I understand because they get more exposure that way, but I really wish they were just focusing on VR because I think that's what most of us want. They did say that they're going to be looking to work in augmented reality into the game. And so that if you're in downtown San Francisco and you open up the game, you can see in Earth 2 the location where you're at in Earth 1. You can see what is there in Earth 2. So, you know, for instance, if you ever play Pokemon Go, you're moving your phone around and you can see the little Pokemon. I'm assuming that you'll be able to move your phone around and see what people have built in Earth 2 wherever you are standing. So that's actually really interesting. I would love to be able to do that wherever I'm at. Just pull out my phone and look around and see what people have built, you know, on the second Earth where I'm at. I feel like that's pretty cool. So those were the things of interest to me in the chat or in the live stream. They mentioned some other stuff, you know, they're working on trying to get more people after the holidays. They're working on trying to get a withdrawal system that's a little bit easier. I mean, all of that's just kind of minutia. I mean, it's important to us, but it is just kind of details. I'm more interested in the overall big picture and where it's going to head. And so for me, you know, hearing that they weren't going to focus on VR right away, I knew that they weren't going to right away, but I really wish that they had kind of hyped that idea more. But I get the feeling from them that they don't want to hype anything because they don't want it to grow any faster than it already is. It's already growing so fast that it's difficult for them to deal with. So they don't really want to advertise at all. They want to kind of downplay the future. They keep saying, listen, just wait, just wait. If you're nervous or if you think it's a scam, just wait to purchase land in the future. You don't have to do it right now. So they were talking about all the way into 2027 they were mentioning. So they are in it for the long term. They're thinking about it long term, and really that's good for the platform. Okay, so I want to let you know that I have a country that I think is rich in resources. Something that I think might be good for you guys. It's class 1 land right now. It's only 12 cents a tile, and it's got 3 resources that I think could be really important in game because it's important in other games to have these resources and has been forever, right? And that country is Senegal. They have they're rich in iron ore, they're rich in titanium, and they're rich in gold. So those are 3 resources that I think could be really interesting in game later to make weapons, to make shields, to buy and make purchases in game with the gold. So there's always gold and iron in games. And obviously in a high-tech game, you're going to want to see some titanium too. That's going to be a really hard metal for you in there. So I think Senegal may be a good purchase. I made all of my purchases there today. So I have my 3 winners from the last video, the people that had left their codes down below, and I used the random comment picker to pick them. Sir Sozi, Thumper Hunts, and Joe Cordera. I used all of your codes to buy right around $25 worth of tiles in Senegal, so you should see credits on your accounts for that. And I just want to thank you all for helping me grow my channel and supporting me here on YouTube and also in the game. I really appreciate it. And make sure to leave your codes down below so that tomorrow when I do a video, I can pick more of you to make purchases with. All right, talk to you later.